Hello friends, I am your host Crazy and you're watching PowetToys.
Action figures.
Some loyal viewers may remember a review I did on Art Asylum's Mini-Mate figures, which are basically 2-inch tall Lego figures with lots of articulation and not necessarily compatible with Lego blocks. But the lines featured licensed figures and were pretty cool. But Art Asylum was not the only company to get in on the Lego Man style of figure scene. As a matter of fact, Kubricks were another line that were very popular in Japan that featured very limited runs of licensed properties. In addition to that, Toynami had a line called I-Men, which is what we're going to be talking about today. More specifically, the last group of I-Men were licensed on
Voltron, Defender of the Universe.
That's right, Voltron. Now, Toynami doesn't actually refer to these figures as Lego figures. They refer to the style as articulated cubular figures with dynamic posability. Kind of a mouthful, but it gets the point across. The term totally cubular might be used on the company's website. Just saying. Now, Toynami is a little devious in that they sequentially numbered each figure in the series to entice collectors to try and fill in gaps and collect them all. And they even say so on the website, so going so far as to say, each series of I-Men is sequentially numbered, encouraging I-Men fans to collect them all. They know who they're dealing with. Some of the other licensed properties from Toynami's I-Men include Futurama, Robotech, Dragon Ball Z, and Hanna-Barbera Adventure Superstars, which include Birdman and Avenger, Blue Falcon and Dynomutt, and Thundar the Barbarian and his friends Ookla and Ariel. But today, like I said, we'll be taking a look at the Voltron figures. Now, I have only gotten my hands on 4 of the 5 figures. So we'll be taking a look at Keith, Lance, Allura, and Hunk. Pidge has eluded me thus far, but he will be mine. Oh yes, he will. Each figure comes with magnetic feet, including the lions. Whoops. You can see right there. They also come with a collectible coin, which features art of the character or lion. The coin is metal and has a good weight to it, and can also serve as a stand for those magnetic feet. The lions also can use the coins as a stand. Not that they need it though. Each regular figure also comes with his or her Space Explorer pistol, which they come in the package holding their hand. Posability on the I-Men figures is at the shoulders. They do not have elbow joints. They can twist their hands, but that's about it. The heads move back and forth. They can tilt a little bit. The helmets do not come off. They are articulated at the hip and at the ankle, no knees. So it's a good thing they have magnetic feet so they can use the coin, the collectible coin, as a stand so they can stand upright. If you stand one of these figures next to, say, a mini-mate figure, it's pretty obvious to see which one wins in posability and articulation. But the I-Men figures are not restricted by the 2-inch tall size limit for the Marvel Mini-Mates, and they come with robot lions, which I think we know who wins that argument. One of the neat thing about these lions is that they did a fantastic job at making them appear very different from each other. At first glance, I actually thought the heads were different on several of the lions, but they aren't. They're the same ones, just with different paint applications, but done very, very well. Back in late August, early September of this year, 2009 for those who are counting, I thought to myself, what are you going to be for Halloween? Halloween is kind of one of those times of year that I take kind of seriously and have a lot of fun with it. And I looked down next to my desk and happened to see these figures and thought to myself, yeah, we can make this happen. Now, we determined that the costumes would not be enough. We needed something more. Something to cement the idea that we were Voltron in people's minds. And not just random pilots that were perhaps from Power Rangers or something random like that. That'd just be ridiculous. So, what we needed was a lion. Once that was determined, my path was pretty clear. So the first thing I did is I went about making a template. Unfortunately, I had a big box of manila file folders lying around, so I made my template out of these. And you can kind of see, I started to make a body out of the file folders, and it actually came out pretty big and bigger than I anticipated, but I was pretty happy with how the head turned out. You can kind of see it here in 3 pieces, with the top of the head here, the eyes, and then the top of the kind of snout, mouth, whatever. I was pretty happy with how that turned out, so I was going to build the body from there off of that. And it's kind of interesting in that because this is a robot, you want a very angular form. You don't want any you don't want lots of rounded sides on the fabric form. So what you have to do is a separate piece for every surface, which has been a real challenge so far. This is where I'm at right now with the head for Red Lion. I'll be doing both Red Lion and Black Lion. And you can see I've made the eyes and the top of the head. And we've got the white stripe coming down that will go across the mouth. I haven't sewn the top of the mouth together just yet, but it'll come out something like that, and it'll be pretty cool. Right now I'm trying not to fall behind on the Black Lion and keeping pace with the Red Lion. So here I've already cut out the eyes and sewn them on to the eyepiece. And currently I'm working on the top of the head for Black Lion.
From days of long ago, from uncharted regions of the universe, comes a legend. The legend of Voltron, defender of the universe. A mighty robot, loved by good, feared by evil. As Voltron's legend grew, peace settled across the galaxy. On planet Earth, a galaxy alliance was formed. Together with the good planets of the solar system, they maintained peace throughout the universe. Until a new, horrible menace threatened the galaxy. Voltron was needed once more. This is the story of the super force of space explorers. Specially trained and sent by the Alliance to bring back Voltron, Defender of the Universe.
Voltron, Defenders of the Universe.
Well, I didn't get to finish the red line, but I did get to finish the black line. Not in time, though, to give him back legs. He ended up being a sea lion for most of the night. But he came out fantastic, and I was very happy with him, as you can see by these photos. And special thanks to fellow Powetier Syndra for those fantastic costumes and putting up with my nonsense. And with that, we are just about out of time, so remember to check out Powet TV for all the latest news on gaming, comics, toys, movies, music, and a whole lot more. You can follow us on Twitter at PowetTV, or me personally at PowetToys, where you can read all of my musings about toys and the toy industry in general. Remember to check out our other series, including Famicom Dojo, Keep Playing Rewind, and more. And remember, kids, sometimes the toys you enjoy the most aren't the ones you buy. Until next time, open your toys, kids.
Seriously, you can stop now. Oh, for Christ's sake. You're making me hurt inside. I will say that upon mentioning what we were costuming as to various people online, told them I was doing the costumes and you were doing plushies. Yeah, your masculinity was called into question a few times and I had to defend your honor.
Whatever. I'm having fun. And honestly, at this point, that's all that matters.